What's up, YouTube world? It's your boy, Nightmare 10, once again, and I'm back with another video, this time to talk about WrestleMania as a whole. It ended last night. It was amazing. Great show. Can't go wrong with that show, but I have to say, wow. I have to come on here and talk about it. The cash-in, first of all, you saw my response on that on the way home from my friends watching the WrestleMania. It was unbelievable to see. Sorry, I want my Dr. Pepper. It was unbelievable to see, and I still can't believe it even happened. Just watched my buddy Miguel's video. I might put their links in the description just because for the new subscribers or whatever, welcome if you're here. But you know, to click their videos and stuff like that. Breach's videos and Miguel's and Ravi's and all of them. Gotta check those videos out. Pinko, I'm sure will have videos when he gets home and things like that. So, Boston Brothers as well. Seems like I'm forgetting somebody, but I think that's pretty much it. Trademark might will do videos, I don't know. But, wow, I mean, their reactions were great. I mean, Miguel's reaction to Seth Rollins coming out and then actually winning was must-see stuff. So that video probably might leave the links in the description or whatever. But, man, well, first of all, let's go ahead and establish this before we talk about the actual match, or the actual matches and stuff. Do I regret not going to WrestleMania 31? I regret not going to WrestleMania 31 itself. Do I regret my decision of not going? No, I don't. So it kind of doesn't really exactly make sense. I know Brandon Instant Classic said the same thing that I said. He said it in his video. But, like, or that I'm saying now, but, I just feel like, you know, clearly I would love to have been there. Clearly I wanted to mark out with just like with everybody else. I did mark out, just marked out at home watching it. But I wouldn't change anything. You know, it happens the way it happens. There's a reason I wasn't there. So it's just, I don't really think more than that. That's just how I do it. Same thing with you know, any other decision in my life. So just doesn't help to ponder stuff. But anyways, so I don't regret not being there. In a sense of, you know, my choice. I made that choice after it was announced that I was going to be in Santa Clara. You know, I thought maybe my mind could still change, but once Mania seasons really started kicking in and where you have to start ordering tickets and stuff like that, I really knew that it was obvious that I wanted to not go. So, hey, it happens. I've been to 4, technically 3 actual Manias, but 4 WrestleMania weekends, and they're just amazing. So if you haven't been, first of all, let me just say, go. You can't beat it. There's nothing better. Wrestling is just amazing. And especially if you're a wrestling fan, you have, or even if you've ever been a wrestling fan, if you were hardcore into it and you're not into it as much anymore, just go to WrestleMania weekend. Start following wrestling, just maybe like Rumble till Mania, and even if you're just not really into it as far as watching it, just go. If you're ever a wrestling fan, go. Especially next year, if you're an old wrestling fan, probably we're going to get a lot of old people. I'm just kidding. We're going to get a lot of old veterans and stuff like that. So, what was I going to say? As I'm wearing my Brock Lesnar and Triple H shirt from 29. What was I going to say? Oh, no. Let's just talk about the card, I guess. First of all, the first match, ladder match. Well, the pre-show was what it was. I thought the tag match was fine. Apparently, one of the Usos was actually hurt, so I guess there's that. So I guess they just had to kind of write them off, but they didn't want to not have the Usos in the match, which was cool. That's a nice move by WWE there. But yeah, the tag match was fine. Cesaro Kid retained, so that's really all that matters. Because those belts seem to be hot potatoes lately, so let's let them keep them for a while. Let's see. Oh, Battle Royal was good. I liked the Battle Royal. Was it great or anything? No. I'm glad they moved it to the pre-show because Big Show winning would have kind of hurt this card. So that was a huge move. Whoever finally decided to do that was very, very smart in doing that. No one big was going to win like Cesaro, in my eyes, like no one fresh or anything like that. Big Show won, which was fine. Whatever, get him the win. He gets revenge kind of on Cesaro. He eliminated Cesaro, and then the Miz stuff was great. That was pretty awesome. So it was good to see that. But yeah, overall the Battle Royal was good. Then we started the show. You know, didn't really waste much time. They kind of got right into it. You know, did the little ladder match. I mean, they did the little spiel before. You know, the typical. You know, what is that song? the beautiful or whatever. Uh, it's not. Is it God Bless America? Maybe, I don't know. That's sad. I don't know that. I think that's what it's called, but it's like, oh beautiful, the oh for spacious God. No, 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 or something, whatever. Sad as an American. I don't remember the actual name of it. Anyways, let's get to more of the matches. It's already 5 minutes, and I haven't even talked about the actual matches. WrestleMania 31 was the start of the match. I mean, the start of the pay per view was a lot. Golly, I'm going all over the place. Ladder match, great match. I thought it was really good. Still come to the point where, hey, shouldn't have been there, and Daniel Bryan shouldn't have been in it. But hey, get what you get. This is what we got, and hey, since that's what we got, I thought it was pretty cool. So I thought the match was good. Good spots. Wade Barrett and Stardust had a really good spot. Dean Ambrose almost killed himself. Jeff Hardy and Edge style, going right through a ladder. So very good, some very good spots. Ziggler and Bryan at the top. Bryan ends up with the belt. Can't go wrong there, man. There's nothing you can go wrong with about that. So I'm happy that Daniel Bryan won, and I'm happy that Ziggler was up there. Whether this means anything for the Intercontinental title, we can wait and see. So next match was Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton, which is a match I was looking forward to the most. I enjoyed it. Thought it did exactly what it needed to do, and loved the ending. I didn't see that coming. I didn't think I would be shocked by it. I mean, we've pretty much seen every RKO out of nowhere, so to speak. So to see that one was kind of cool. Go for the curb stomp and then RKO. So yeah, I was fine with Randy Orton winning as well. Because I knew it. I mean, he's got to get over on the. He had to win that match. So. Even though I know everybody, so there's probably some people nitpicking because Rollins ended up cashing in, but hey. Let's see, what else is there? There's, what else is next? What else is there? What was next? I'm trying to go based on memory, so I'm sorry if I'm wrong. What was next? Wasn't the Divas match. Pretty sure it wasn't the Divas match. What was freaking next? Oh, was it still Triple H Sting? I think it was, yeah. So I think it was. We'll go with that. Triple H Sting, what a cluster mess this was. But with nostalgia, just farting everywhere. It was great. I loved it. I was very entertained. I was marking out like crazy, seeing Shawn Michaels' Sweet Chin Music Sting and the Click versus not really a Click, but DX versus NWO, even though it was really kind of WWE, WCW. It was cool to see. I just wish, all right, WWE. We know WWE beat beat WCW in the Monday Night Wars. We don't have to relive. We can relive it on the network. We don't have to relive it on WrestleMania. But hey, it is what it was. Maybe the match, if it was just left alone with the Sting Triple H, it wouldn't have been as good. So at least you get that. At least you'll talk about that. So I see what they did there. If that's what their goal was, and because of that, then Triple H has to win because. You're not going to let the other company be the higher one. But anyways, whatever. WWE doesn't exist anymore, so it should be just forget it already. So, but they didn't, so hey. But it was a good match. I mean, as far as all that and all the craziness, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall both took bumps. Good night. They're going to be probably hurting for weeks now. But it was a good match, like I said, with all that being said. So, then after that, I think was the Divas match. Let's see, that was 3. Divas match would be 4. I think that's right. So then we had the Divas match, and actually they had the concert first, didn't they? Concert, then Divas match, I think so. Or it might have been Divas match, then concert. And I missed most of that because my stream kind of messed up during the concert, which I was totally fine with. The Divas match was okay, only got 6 to 7 minutes. It did seem a little bit longer than that, but once I saw it was like just under 7 minutes. So, well, what they got, they did good, but it still wasn't anything great. Quit having tag matches. Like, if you're going to give Divas a chance, let's have a one. And I know this Besties versus Bellas or whatever, Lita and thing, but Bellas didn't win, so no, we don't want to see that. So let's, give us like AJ Lita or something. I don't know. I mean, not Lita. I don't know. Whatever. Give us one-on-one matches. AJ versus Paige, AJ versus Brie Bella, or Brie versus. I thought Brie. The concept that I thought was going to happen with the Bellas, where Brie turns on Nikki. After going with her, Brie versus Nikki at WrestleMania would have worked. So maybe they just didn't want to do that. Maybe they'll do it for SummerSlam. Maybe, I don't know. Probably not. Maybe, I guess. I don't know. Maybe next Mania. I don't know. Probably not next Mania, but we'll see. I'm saying probably not every time I say maybe they'll do it then. But so yeah, the Divas match was good. Let's see what else was there. Or after, what else was there? What was next? Then I think was the they did Rusev Cena, then they did a promo thing. So yeah, Rusev Cena was next. Rusev had an awesome entrance. Cena went basic, so that's fine. I'm okay with it. Kind of shocked by that, but he's done pretty much everything with as far as entrances. So, well, not everything, but you know. Oh, and I didn't mention before, Triple H's entrance with the Terminator was sick. Was sick. I actually need to show that to my dad. Just thought about that. But yeah, that was pretty awesome. So, as far as awesome and cheesy at the same exact time. Like I said, that whole match had that a lot. So. But yeah, the Rusev got a tank entrance, which was great. The 2 video package for both of them, Cena and Rusev, was great. The little preview thing before, and then you know, it's like the match was good. I like the way they booked it, even though I still would wish Rusev would have won. But the one thing I don't like about them, the fact that they booked it, is like Rusev didn't kick out of one attitude adjustment. Like yeah, he broke through the STF a couple times or once or twice, I can't remember. But they just, I mean, he just. Not one. Bray Wyatt I think kicked out of one attitude adjustment, so whatever. But I see what they're doing, trying to get Lana out of the picture. Rusev can blame Lana. Maybe they can do Rusev Cena at Extreme Rules, and then Rusev gets his win in the blow off against Cena. I don't know. Which I don't know why you would have Cena win the United States Championship at Mania and then lose it the next month. So I don't know what they're gonna do. Maybe they'll just let Rusev go after somebody else. But yeah, good match. Nothing, can't complain about that at all. Then the promo, which I was like, Rock coming out. Oh gosh, this again, Rock coming out to not, you know, really wrestle, which was a great moment because I didn't really expect it at Mania 30 to open Mania 30 with him, Hogan, and Austin. I still think that you know, it's like, well, come on, if we're gonna get you our Mania, you know, you don't have to come out every week. Lesnar doesn't come every week. Give us a Mania match, but hey, I understand that it is what it is. But the segment got better when Ronda Rousey was part of that moment. It was insane when Rock got out the ring. I knew Rousey was there. They already showed her. I'm like, oh, please, please. I was marking out. It was great to see that. And then the whole segment all together when she's like, you know, any ring I step into is my ring. And Stephanie, it was brilliant in that segment for all the hate she gets. She was brilliant in that. And has been brilliant lately, to be honest, in a non-wrestling role. Or for a non-wrestling role. Triple H, Rock, you know, they didn't really steal it from the main part of that was Stephanie Rousey. So will we get Stephanie versus Ronda at WrestleMania or SummerSlam? I don't think it would happen SummerSlam, but WrestleMania, or will we get a mixed tag with Rock, Triple H, and Rock and as I messed this up in one of my other videos, but Rock and what was I gonna say? Rock and Rousey versus Rock and Rousey. That actually sounds kind of funny. Ring to it. Rock and Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie. We get a mixed tag. I think 2 singles matches is fine. I just don't know if they'll do that or not. But great segment in the end. It just did kind of go a little long before Rousey got in there. But they were trying. I don't think they were trying to kill time with it. I think that was their plan of the segment. But then next was Bray Wyatt versus Taker, and let me just say that this was not. It just did not seem like a Taker match. It was in the daylight. He came out to, you know, he was like the dead man Taker, but yet he wrestled and he kind of, after taking his hat off and everything, he wrestled and he looked like the biker gimmick, which is right up there. I mean, that's what he looked like. I mean, not quite. There was some things missing, you know, but that's basically what he looked like and he was wrestling that like. So I don't understand why they did that, but he won. Bray Wyatt was hurt. It was clear he was hurt. I don't know about you guys, but it was clear to me that he was hurt. I mean, if you read before Mania that he got hurt, it was clear that he was really favoring his right or left leg. I can't remember, ankle or whatever it was. Like his leg was really bothering him. So that hurt the match. But hey, he did the best he could. He pulled through, and it just doesn't make sense. I still come back to it. Why did they even have it? There was no point for this, even after seeing it. Okay, if you're gonna have it on the West Coast, why can't just Taker wait another year? That would make it even more. Well, is Taker gonna wrestle again? He didn't go in the Hall of Fame. Is he going to wrestle again? And then tonight, you know, on Raw, you could say, I mean, Taker makes his appearance and either, you know, retires or whatever, but sets up a match against Sting for 32, which could still happen, but you didn't have to have the Bray Wyatt Taker match, but whatever. They did it anyways. Doesn't really help Bray. Kind of hurts him, and it doesn't Taker doesn't need it. But hey, didn't feel like a Taker match, but hey, he won. Whatever. He got on the card, which is, I guess, accomplished what they wanted. And then I guess I feel like if I miss something, I'm going to feel like an idiot. But no, I think that's it. I think next is the main event: Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns in the main event for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Great entrances were great. I love the Reigns like panoramic thing where they like just panned around him while he did the fist in the ring with the pyro. It was great. Lesnar was great. Lesnar made Reigns look like a freaking $1,000,000 in that match. Not taking anything away from Reigns, but when Reigns was going for his spots at the end, freaking Lesnar sold it like a pro. So thank you, Lesnar, and thank you for staying. By the way, so we're gonna get to see more of you, and this is good for Reigns. I think it did really well for Reigns. And even though he was the one that got the pin because Rollins came out, and I went crazy, and he cashed in. He made a triple threat, which logically kind of doesn't make sense, but it did anyway. So, anyways, he wins that, and he's the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins. It's crazy. 2 years in a row, former ROH World Champions, main event and finish WrestleMania. Unbelievable. I mean, you can't ask for much more. Great moment. I'm happy for all the ones that marked out and were there. If you were there, congratulations. You got to witness that. I've witnessed mark out moments before live. Even last year when Daniel Bryan was able to get it, and Dolph Ziggler cashing in. I remember cash ins as well. So it's like anything. It's like nothing else. WrestleMania, you've got to experience it. And let me just say this one thing to kind of end the show, or in the review type thing and thoughts. Enjoy WrestleMania. If Raw has sucked, if everything has sucked, just sit back and say, look, this is the one time of the year we can sit down and collectively everybody comes together. Even people that don't get to watch, that don't watch like us hardcores all year round, they come to watch that if they somewhat like wrestling. Even people that don't, it was freaking talked about on SportsCenter that night. They tweeted it, they showed it. Lesnar was on SportsCenter a few days ago, so it's like, I mean, it's just a big spectacle. Watch it, enjoy it. Don't worry about what the build is. Don't worry about what they're going to do. They probably will screw it all up. But hey, they can't take this moment away. They can't take Daniel Bryan winning the championship at 30. They can't take away Ziggler cashing in at Raw after 29. It doesn't matter what they do. They can't take away those great moments. So, and it doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't take it away. Period. So, whether they are intentionally trying to do it or not. So, anyways, like I said, if you haven't seen WrestleMania 31, enjoy it. If you have not been to WrestleMania weekend, please do something about that now. And the countdown begins today. It begins as soon as that one ended to click 32, as we're going to say. But WrestleMania 32 as well. So I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be in Dallas. And I'll be making my return. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. And hope you guys like WrestleMania. Thanks. Out. Peace.